Hello, viewers. Welcome to my channel Drive Forward. So, this channel is about English learning. Today, I have come up with a topic which is quite distinctive from my rest of the topic. I have come up with public speaking, right? So, what is public speaking? What are few misconceptions people have regarding public speaking? What are the pillars of public speaking? So, let's start the video. So, first, try to understand what do you mean by public speaking. So, public speaking is the art of presenting yourself in front of an audience. Okay, you are presenting your thoughts, your feelings. So, that is public speaking. And it means that you have that fearless confidence in yourself to present your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings, right? So this is okay. But many people have misconception that this is an inborn talent. Okay, so it comes from birth, but it's not like that. Many students have this misconception that they cannot become a good public speaker, but this was wrong. If you are adopting the correct technique and methods, then definitely you will be able to speak in front of so many people, right? So generally what happens, like most of the students feel that they cannot speak in front of so many people. If a topic is being given to them, then they are not able to speak. Either they fumble, or they fall short of words, they are not confident. So these happens because they do not follow the correct strategy and correct technique in their speaking. So today I will talk about 5 pillars of public speaking. So if you follow these 5 pillars and you adopt the correct strategy in your learning, then definitely you can be a good public speaker or orator, right? So let's see the 5 pillars of public speaking. The first one is body language. Body language plays a vital role if you want to be a good public speaker. So let's try to understand what do you mean by body language. Body language includes your facial expression, your eyes, your hand gestures, how you are moving your hands. That also plays a significant role if you are speaking, okay, or if you are delivering a lecture, or if a topic is being given to you and you are just presenting your thought on that topic. So hand movement plays very important role. Apart from that, your voice, how loud you are, how loud and clear you are while speaking, right? So through body language one can guess that whether you are a confident speaker or not. And here eyes plays a very important role, because you have to make connection with the audience. If a topic is being given to you, so you have to look towards the audience and then you have to speak. And if you will not look towards the audience, instead of that you will look down, you will look here and there, you will scratch your head, you will look at the watch. So what does this talk about you? That you are not a good speaker, right? So you have to understand the body language while speaking. Yeah, you should stand firm, you should make connection with the people by giving some examples or by telling some stories, right? So if you will follow these things, then definitely you will feel that you are working on your public speaking, right? Now the second pillar of public speaking is voice modulation. Voice modulation plays very important role, right? Voice modulation means the change in the tone of your voice according to the situation, right? Suppose the situation demands you to be sad, then you have to be sad, you have to lower the voice. On the other hand, if the situation demands you to be really angry on certain situation, then you have to raise your voice, you have to show that anger. Similarly, if the situation demands you to be happy, so you have to be excited, you have to raise your tone. It should not be monotonous, right? So if it will be monotonous, then what will happen? It will sound dull and boring, and people will not be focused towards your speech. So you should know how you have to modulate your voice, how you have to change the tone according to the situation, right? So here you have to give importance on the keywords or the content words, right? So content words are noun, adjective, verb, conjunctions, interjections. So these words are to be given importance in speaking. On the other hand, you can neglect the structured words, which are preposition, auxiliary verb. So don't give emphasis on these words. So voice modulation is the second pillar of the public speaking, and now the third pillar of public speaking is fluency. Okay, so let's try to understand what is fluency. Fluency means that the art of speaking smoothly, naturally, confidently, without so many fillers. Okay, so like fillers are like, right? If you are using these words in your speech, it means that you are not fluent, right? So, fluency shows that you are comfortable with your topic and you are engaged with the audience, right? So that's why fluency is very important. So, how will you work on your fluency? So, here also you have to work on your vocabulary, right? And I have shared so many techniques in my previous video which will help you to enhance your vocab, because vocab is one of the most important aspect of English communication, right? Now I will move towards the fourth pillar of public speaking, which is confidence and attitude, right? So let's try to understand what do you mean by confidence and attitude. Suppose a topic is being given to you and you are able to present your thought fearlessly on that topic, and you are graceful enough that people are listening to you, they are engaged, they are taking interest in your speech. So this is confidence, right? So when you will look towards the audience, definitely you will understand whether they are enjoying or not, right? So when you have all these things in your voice modulation, when you are fluent, when you know about the art of speaking without any pauses, without any fillers, then definitely you are confident, right? So the fourth pillar of public speaking is confident, and you should have right attitude, positive attitude while speaking. Now I will move to the last pillar of public speaking. So the last pillar of public speaking is thought structure. So we cannot neglect this. This is equally very important, right? So thought structure means how well you arrange your ideas. Okay, how you are dividing the topic, how you are structuring it so that you can present yourself vividly. Okay, so today I have just taken a topic and I'll tell you how you can categorize the topic. It's very simple. It starts with introduction, then body, then conclusion. Okay, so let's see this topic for today. So the topic which I have come up here, through which you will understand what is thought structure, is importance of reading books. So let's see how I have structured this topic. So first comes introduction. Say, good morning everyone. Imagine a world without stories, knowledge, information. Hard to believe, right? So that's why books are so important. So this is introduction part. Next I will move to the body part. So in body, first I will say book give us immense information, right? If you want to learn about history, if you want to learn about past, you can get information from history. For example, history books teach us about past so that we cannot repeat the same mistake done by our elders. Book improves our knowledge. It is said that if you have the habit of reading books, then this is one of the best hobby, or this is one of the best thing in you. Book improves our imagination. When we so it makes our imagination really strong. We become a vivid imaginator. We travel into the whole world without leaving our chair. So that's the importance of reading books. Third and final thing in the body, I will say that finally book help us better at expressing ourselves. The more we read, the more learned person we become. It also enhances our communication skill. If you have the habit of reading books a lot, then you can learn so many vocabularies from there, and you can just find out the meaning of those words, and you can use the same word in your communication. So it also improves your communication. So these are the three things which I have included in the body part. And now the last part. The last part is the conclusion. Okay. So I can say that reading book is not just a hobby, it's a superpower. And if you want to learn, dream, and grow, just start reading today. Thank you. So this is the way I have structured this topic, which was very simple: importance of reading books, right? So this you have to keep in mind, that you have to categorize the topic in these three forms, that is introduction, body, and conclusion. So if you will follow all these five pillars of public speaking, and you will practice it on daily basis, then definitely you will be a good orator, you will be a good public speaker. So I hope you liked my video. So if you feel that my video is informative, then you can like and subscribe my channel. You can also share it with your friends and family. I will come up with another interesting video. Till then, take care, bye bye, and thanks for watching.